Okay, welcome back to another trench video. This time I'm going to include buttons because someone told me that the last video I recorded did not have buttons in the sample fight I did, and so I'm recording another video that hopefully you'll be able to see all the buttons. And I found a Ray team in Squad Arena that I can try against. Now, I just tried this fight without using the datacron, the good datacron with Dooku, and we all died. So we're gonna use the Dooku datacron because I want to get far enough into the fight to kind of give you a sense of um, how this goes. And Ezra being here really messes with everything. He's like he's actually not that fast, but he's fast enough that he's gonna ruin our day. And actually with this datacron where Dooku assists when a separatist uses a special. He can actually assist against Ezra. Shh, don't tell CG. It's a bug, but it's been there since the last time Dooku had this datacron, um, like 6 months ago, and they never did anything about it. So it'll enable us to kind of take Ezra off the board a little bit. So um, if you watched my last video, hopefully you know that the name of the game with the Trench team is Control. There's lots of ways to control the enemy team with Trench, both by increasing your speed and turn meter and decreasing their speed, or not decreasing their speed, but removing their turn meter, as well as a bunch of different debuffs, right? So Trench's lead allows anyone who has a tech and anyone who has an extortion, all techs and all extortions give your team members 10% speed, right? So you want to get all three techs out from Watt. You want to get as much extortion out as you can from Newt. Each one of those that you throw out there on your team or the enemy team gets you an extra 10% speed. You also, right, Dooku gains turn meter whenever he attacks out of turn. He also gains turn meter for the whole team on his second special. Trench always is gaining turn meter 50% of the time when an enemy or an ally is damaged. Right, Watt can remove turn meter from the enemy team when he attacks out of turn with his basic, which he will do anytime an ally with a tech uses a special. And then of course there's a lot of ability blocks, right? In TW, Trench ability blocks, and Dooku ability blocks with his basic. There's healing immunity and burning from Django, and burning most importantly under Trench lead. The burning prevents turn meter gain or prevents assists and counterattacks. There's also a bunch of mass assists. There's shocks, there's stuns. You want to basically the name of the game is to keep everyone ability blocked and stunned. So basically they can't do anything is the goal. And then you just kind of run roughshod over them. So we're gonna jump into battle here. We're gonna see. Like I said, I just did this battle a few minutes ago and it did not go well. So we're gonna see if I can do better now that we have this fancy cron. And their cron is an attacker cron with 15% health and protection and a buttload of armor penetration. So first thing you want to do in any battle is take what do they call it, tank tech, here, the middle tech here, and you're gonna want to give that over to Django. And then, as you can see, he gets to assist against Ezra, which is super fancy, because he's not supposed to do that, but he's gonna do it anyway. So now you want to hide everyone with Dooku. Boom, everyone's hidden, and you want to give the weapons tech, this last tech here, which the person who has it gains 15% turn meter. So they gain a lot of turns, and enemies defeated by them can't be revived. So we're going to give that over to Dooku because you want him to take a lot of turns, right? Because he's going to throw out a lot of the debuffs, the shocks, the stuns, the ability blocks that you want. He also doesn't necessarily have his own way of gaining turn meter outside of his counterattacks. And also, he's the only other damage dealer besides Django. And Django already has attack A, and B, people can't be revived when he kills them. Giving Dooku, the other big damage dealer, the ability to prevent revives is super powerful. So we're going to do that to him. He's going to assist here and hopefully get an ability block. No. So now what do you want to do? Who's going next? Ezra's going next. He's already ability blocked. Fine. We want to do this against Rey because we want to try and get her ability block. There we go. Dooku ability blocked her. That's great. Now we want to try and stun Ben, because we're going to try and stun Dash, because he's actually going to go before Ben, and he can really wreck our day, so we're going to ability block him. We're gonna put a extortion over here on Ben. Oh, we got into damage immunity. Great. We're gonna do a burning over here. Oh, Cal's dead. Great. Again, this is a lot of that is the Dooku run, right? So don't expect this to go that quickly. Normally, Dooku with this datacron does 200% crit damage when he's inflicted while he's inflicted with a debuff, which under this thing he gets disarm when it's not his turn. So he has when he's attacking out of turn, he has plus 200% crit damage, and I have a bunch of crit damage on here, so he's doing crazy damage. That is not going to happen normally. But like what the most important thing to notice here is that I'm spreading out the damage, right? You're spreading it out. You're trying to keep the ability blocks on them. You're trying to keep people stunned. You're trying not to let Ben do that. You're gonna give. Oh, he's taunting. So you're gonna give the final tech. This final tech is health recovery, health and protection recovery, and bonus protection. It works either way. I kind of like to give it to Newt. When I'm fighting Ahsoka, I like to give it to Trench because he's out exposed a lot. It doesn't really matter, honestly. You want to give it to someone because, again, this equals 10% speed for your team, so you definitely want to give it out. I'm going to give it to Newt. Why not? We're going to get rid of him. We're going to fight everyone again, give us some turn meter. We're going to try and do this, and Newt is going to sit and try and get nice ability block. We're going to try and shock you. Oh, they're going into that. That's fine. We're going to try and make sure your ability blocked. We're gonna hit you a little bit. Actually, I probably should have hit Ray. That's fine. We'll cleanse the basic. Actually, I probably should have hit him there. Whatever. We're gonna do that. We're gonna try and stun you. Nice. He's gonna counterattack. That's great. That feeds him turn meter, and we're gonna feed more turn meter. Now at a certain point, you kind of want to stop feeding yourself turn meter, because this is where in TW you could time out. Because if she goes really slow and you just start running circles around them. You can see we've just taken a bunch of turns. And you kind of want to make sure you're not going to hit her, because you're going to remove her turn meter. Trench, especially in TW, Trench will remove her turn meter. So we're just going to hit her. We're going to keep her ability block. Great, she's in there. We're going to take out Ezra. We're going to take out Ben. We're going to keep this going. We're going to go zap. You're dead. We're going to go wipey. Stun. Okay. The other thing you can time out is when they get damage immunity. You really want to be careful here. You kind of want to stop doing the third special because we're running out of time here. But the thing with Ray is you want to make sure that you are getting them into damage immunity. I kind of did a bad job of this, but you want to make sure you're getting them into damage immunity as early as possible, because it's really possible here. I mean, obviously I was talking, so we're going to time out anyway. But it's really possible that even if you're not talking over it, you could time out there. Because if they get into damage immunity and they're the only character left, like if you manage to kill everyone and you have like a JTR or anyone who's not Ben and Ray still alive at the end and they're in damage immunity, you can get stuck in a turn meter loop and you are going so fast, and in TW you are removing turn meter with Trench's basic. Here's Trench. Trench's basic in TW will remove 50% turn meter, which ends up really working against you in TW, because if you have only one character left and that is not a GL Ray and it is not Ben, they kind of have their own little rules. But if it's someone else and they're the only ones left and they're in damage immunity, basically you can't get them out of damage immunity. JTR is actually pretty easy because she kind of dispels her own debuffs and she has her own little rules. But if you're fighting a team that has like a Resistance, Hero Finn, or a Cal, one of those. Fulcrum is really easy. Fulcrum dies really fast, but Cal or a Barra, Barris also kind of has their own thing. But one of those, a character that basically they can't gain their own turn meter, you can kind of screw yourself there. So we're gonna, we're already 10 minutes into this video, but I'm gonna go and do TW battle on this video, and we're gonna do something really dumb. and we are losing this TW, but so I don't really feel that bad. Don't tell my fellow officers. But we're gonna try and use Trench against one of these badass Ahsoka teams. They all have a support cron, they all have double omicrons, they're all like R8. If I were smart, I might try this R5 team, but I'm not smart. So we're gonna go against this team, and we're gonna see see what happens. Let's just go over here, Trench. I mean, my guys are all R7 and R8, so you know, maybe we'll try. So we're gonna use the Dooku Cron. Dooku Cron speed up, a bunch of crit damage and health, Attacker Cron with the Dooku level 9. And we're gonna see if we don't die right away. Now the thing about this that makes this more tricky, that I've never tried the double Omicron. I've never tried when they have the Hera Omicron, because whenever a Spectre ally or Zev is stunned, they dispel it and inflict buff immunity and healing immunity on all enemies. That's bad. That's bad. And this also the start of the support turns, they dispel all buffs on all enemies, and so that's going to dispel our stealth, and then we're going to gain buff immunity, and we can't gain the stealth back. And the stealth is really important because it makes it so that the other guys don't die right away. So we're going to try this, and I'll probably die, but, you know, you can point and laugh at me at the end if you want. So here we go. Let's try it. So we give the tank tech Django. He's gonna assist. That does nothing. All gonna go. I really want Ezra to not go. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna hit Ezra again. And we're gonna hope Dooku doesn't die. And then Dooku's gonna stealth some people. Oh, and there's Watt. He's out in the open. And we're gonna start clearing tank Hera really quickly. And the ability block. See, that's the territory wars. You get that undispellable ability block, which is super nice. So we're gonna give the tank tech to Dooku. Kill her, please kill her. Not quite. Okay. Kill her? Nice. Okay. We're gonna go up to Hu Yang because he supercharges the ult, and so I want to kill him pretty fast. Boom. Nice. Okay. This might actually work. Okay, CBB is dead. Okay. He is stunned. Wow, this is actually gonna work. This is insane. Okay. We're gonna give the tank to Trench because, as you're gonna see, he's gonna get hit a lot. We're gonna stealth and mass assist, and we're just gonna murder him. It's not a mass assist because he didn't have extortion, but Dooku will assist. I just have to stop Dooku from dying because with the thing here, Dooku gains a lot of damage over times, so that he can have his debuff, so that he can, or no, disarms give you damage over time. So he's like always in like nearly dead, but yeah. See, Trench takes so many turns. He's out in the open the whole time. And so you want to have that tech on him to help him recover, because he's gonna get hit by it. He's gonna get hit by Ahsoka's counterattack. Except with burning, she can't counterattack, and now she's permanently ability blocked. So we're just gonna kind of murder and hope that she doesn't kill Dooku. And we're gonna do a whoop 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 just for fun, and she dies of sadness. There we go. That's a 15 banners. And there you go, folks. That is how you trench, even against a double Omicron Ahsoka.